Today I want to double click into the topic of Pro Tools editing modes. There's going to be 4 different modes that we're going to touch on, and I'm going to show you how I use the most dangerous mode, in my opinion, shuffle mode, how to quickly jump between these modes, when you might use them, and what they do. Welcome back to Studio Time. I'm Andrew Masters. Let's get into it. So I've got a studio tour for my other channel that I'm working on. There's these little sequences of B-roll in the beginning that showcase the studio really fast in a very short amount of time. So what I'll do is I'll put some interesting music that I like to that B-roll. I'll time it all together in the edit, but what I'll do is I'll actually make a unique cut of the music that I want to use. So first things first, I'm gonna import the music that I want to edit into Pro Tools. If you wanna write down some key commands, Shift Command I is to import audio into the session. All right, first let's talk about these modes and how to access them. So there are 4 different modes in Pro Tools. You have grid mode, slip mode, spot mode, and shuffle mode. These are the 4 editing modes that you might use depending on what you're trying to do, right? And there's a different behavior with each mode. So grid is kind of exactly what it sounds like. You have essentially a grid that your session is on that is tied to the BPM of the session. That is the tempo or speed of the session, so that you can actually edit the audio to the time tempo of the session, the beats per minute. The next mode is slip mode, which essentially allows you to go and edit and select within that grid. You have sort of a free form selection here. Spot is a pretty unique mode. You can actually either move it to a specific spot in the session, or you can hit the original timestamp and it will put it back to where it originally was. This is helpful when you're recording, something accidentally gets shifted. You can use spot mode to move that clip or region to its original position within the window. So you hit that and then you hit OK and then it moves back. Shuffle mode. Shuffle mode is a very interesting mode that allows you to basically take a performance or audio and essentially rearrange things. But before we do that, I want to show you quickly, because I'm a key command guy and it's going to just make you so much faster if you know your key commands, how to get between these modes when you're in the fly. Because when you're trying to do something, using your mouse is like the one thing that slows you down. So the key commands for jumping between these modes are going to be your function keys, which are at the top of your keyboard. So the 4 modes that you're going to use in Pro Tools are going to be between F1 and F4. So if we use F1, that takes us to shuffle mode, F2, slip, F3, spot, and F4, grid. So just remember that F1, 2, 3, 4 are your modes. Okay, now for shuffle mode, this is a pretty unique scenario where you're using this. You can basically think about it as you can take sections of a song and rearrange them without changing the actual timeline, if you will. So what you can see here is I have cut up this little section of this song here. We've got like a sort of an intro part. There's a fill, and then there's a double chorus. I've gone ahead and split up the double chorus into the first part and the back part. And then there's a little outro here. So with shuffle mode, you can take these sections and essentially rearrange them. So I'm gonna go, now that I have my sections cut how I want them, I can go from slip mode into shuffle mode by hitting F1, use my grabber tool. By the way, your tools are F5 through F9, so the grabber tool is F8. I could switch to that, grab this clip and literally just slowly drag it one section over. You know, you can go any section you want, but I'm gonna go over one section, so I'm reversing first half and second half of the chorus. It's probably gonna be a little weird because there's like a fill coming into the second half of the chorus, but let's see how it sounds. Yeah, a little weird. So I want to fix that little fill transition, so I'm going to use my slip mode again. So after, by the way, if you use shuffle mode and you make a change, get out of shuffle mode real quick, because you don't want to accidentally rearrange something you're not intending to. Okay, so I'm going to go back into slip mode. Now I'm going to use my trimmer tool on the Smart Tool, which is F7, F8. and let's just listen. Right, so I want to get rid of that little boom, boom downbeat there and actually trim past it. So maybe right around here. So let's go a little bit farther. Right here. You can hear the cymbals over that. Let's make sure this sounds clean. Okay, you can see that this is just a little bit early and late, so I'm going to nudge this part over so that this downbeat lines up and this feels natural. Now it feels totally normal. Okay, so I have gone and rearranged the last front half and back half of the chorus, reversed them so that we have this shorter version. Now, honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the second half of the chorus, which is originally the first. So I'm going to go back into shuffle mode. Watch this. F1. And now I'm going to remove the extra part of the chorus I don't want anymore because I want it to hit this first half and then I want it to go right to the outro. So now I have it selected. I'm in shuffle mode, F1. I'm just going to hit delete. Watch what happens. It just changes the arrangement of that. So now I'm going to go back to my selector tool and back into slip mode, F2, and I'm going to check my change here. We're going to zoom in, just listen to this transition. Sounds totally natural. Now listen to the difference here. I feel like there's a little bit of a push-pull here, so I'm going to try and fix this little transition. I want that fill to come in a little bit early, so I'm going to nudge this intro a little bit later, like this. And then I'm going to change my edit on slip mode, pull this so that it's almost a little bit early. Let's see how that sounds. I bet that'll sound better. So that's a quick little tutorial on the different editing modes and how and why and when you might use them. It's one of the most valuable parts of Pro Tools. People love Pro Tools because of editing. Truly, that's like one of the biggest assets. I mean, Pro Tools is not a perfect program. It's very manual. You have to tell it to do every single thing. It's not exactly super user-friendly, but you can edit like a mug on this thing and it's freaking great. So I just made this little cut. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to export it. If you want to see some more straight to the point tutorials like this, let me know down in the comments. Thank you to Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. If you haven't used Pro Tools before and you want to pick up a subscription, they have a monthly subscription to sort of dip your toes in. You can check that out. I'll put a link to it to Sweetwater, who are sponsoring this video, down in the description. Click that link. It's an affiliate link, takes to them. Anything you get in your checkout or whatever helps support the work that I do here on this channel. If you're interested in seeing some more straight to the point tutorials like this, specifically in Pro Tools, maybe drums, things like that, let me know down in the comments as well. The drum recording course, which I have mentioned in some other videos, Epic Drum Recording, is officially set to come out in October. If you want to participate in the launch of that course, I'm going to be doing a live seminar for it, and then there's going to be a pre-sale. It's going to be a pretty freaking awesome course. Probably the thing I've put the most work into out of everything I've done. And if you want better drum recordings and a better understanding on how to make the best decisions to get the sounds you want, click the link down in the description for the Epic Drum Recording course waitlist, and you'll be the first to be notified when that comes out. Otherwise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.